manifested a dollhouse. I have been wanting to do a haunted house for a while. I've seen some of the like playhouse spooky redos, and I think I can do better. And so I put it out into the field to find one, and then literally the next day went to Goodwill, and there she was. And not only was she there, but then when I got up to the counter, I could not find the ticket for it anywhere. And the store clerk and I are looking, and she was like, "Girl, I just put in my 2 weeks notice. I don't care. Just take it." So she would have been $14.99, but she was free. So far, our costs are $0. I think what I'm going to do, because I have the studio and I have a lot of art stuff, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to kind of start from scratch and assume that I didn't have any of the materials so that I can give you an actual time and cost analysis of what it takes to redo this. Now, she has a donate, so she's missing some pieces. There was like a little roofy thing here, and some more towers, and she's got like a couple of little like gates and things that are missing from her. All of the interior is missing, any of the furniture and stuff, but we don't need it. So we're going to start by deconstructing, and then we're going to figure out where to go from there. Sorry, Disney, I love you. We're obviously going to get rid of the logos. The hearts aren't very haunted house, so they'll probably go too. I haven't decided if I'm just remaking these from my own materials or if we're going to cover it. I don't necessarily mind the roses. It seems like this is like a Disney princess castle that kind of like has like a little nod to like each princess. So we've got like, you know, the flower from Belle, and we've got little Pascal hanging out, and the little Cinderella mice, and all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to start by deconstructing her and kind of pulling her pieces apart, and then we'll see what we can keep of the skeleton, Halloween puns intended, and what we're going to redo. And we'll go from there, and we're going to try to make it in a way so that it doesn't look like a plastic dollhouse. The goal is when it's done, it looks like a super creepy castle. So, okay. So it's kind of coming apart. Nope, not for you, huh? It's kind of coming apart. Some parts are coming easier than others. I also don't want to break it. So I gotta kind of figure out which pieces are gonna let me take them out and which ones aren't. I also don't really understand how some of it goes together. There doesn't seem to be screws, except for on the front. Front part, but it doesn't want to seem to let anything else go easily. I've been going back and forth like every 2 to 3 days right now, which is 10 hours every time I make the trip. So I've put in a 40-hour work week just traveling back and forth. I'm exhausted. I feel 0% like in the right mindset to write. And I keep hearing about a haunted house. So I think I just have to listen in the daily, because I'm still, even though I'm focusing on the reliquarian, I'm still confining myself and my creativity into this is what I should be doing. This is how I should be doing it. This is what I need to do to accomplish it. And I need to accomplish it because accomplishing it will enable me to achieve these monetary goals and these, logistical things, and even chaos is in support of this new plan. So it still feels like more of the same conditioning for me, and I think what I need to do is not. I think I need to just be in the moment and try to create from the place that's magic for me, and just listen to the things that are coming through, even if they don't make sense in the plan, because clearly the plan never works out anyway. So I'm going to give my adult self a break. We're going to tap into my inner 7-year-old, and we are going to play with the dollhouse in my giant real dollhouse. Make my job very difficult. But you're cute. One of the things that I don't like about most of the redos I've seen is that they just paint the plastic and it still looks plastic. I want to live in a little miniature world that could be real. They kind of look neat. Just like this, even not painted. There's so much good texture on it now. Like, look at that compared to the center. Giving myself permission to play is such a hard thing for me, and I'm realizing it's because I never had the freedom to do so as an actual child. So my inner child feels both scared and guilty, and like she has to justify herself anytime she's having fun, that it's benefiting someone else too. I have lived in the worlds I create, and maybe some of that is escapism. For several days and through torrential downpours, I've been losing myself in this project. Art within art is a huge part of the reliquarian, and perhaps just my life in general. This piece will not only be an awesome Halloween decoration, but also an integral part of both aesthetics and storyline for the Victorian haunted house I plan to do in the fall here. My Patreons will get an in-depth tutorial on the making of this, the tools, materials, and techniques. Lately, I've been feeling more than a little lost, but I'm not the only one. My grandmother loved hummingbirds, and I was compared to one, flitting from this thing to that, never staying in one place for very long because I need to sample everything in the garden. Seeing the hummingbird in the studio both felt like a hug from her today, and also a reminder that we're all lost from time to time, all looking for the light and sometimes deceived about the right way out of our situations. Sometimes we need a little help, and sometimes we need to just take a breath and trust ourselves. So that's what I'm trying to do.
There you go.
Day 54.